So you've decided to do a couples intensive with me. First of all, that takes guts. I'm very proud of you for even getting here. Now, let me walk you through exactly what's going to happen, because we all do better when we know what's coming around the corner. All new couples start with a 2-day intensive, 6 hours each day. Day one is where we really dig in. We start together, all three of us in the room. And the first thing we do, we look at your relationship history. How did you meet? What drew you to each other? When did things start to shift? What are the patterns, the cycle that kind of keeps showing up over and over and over again? We map out your negative cycle, that dance you do where one of you pushes for connection, the other one pulls away, or maybe you both shut down. Whatever it is, we figure it out. We name it, we slow it down, we start to understand what's really happening underneath all the reactivity. And then about an hour or so into the day, we break up into individual sessions. This is really important. I will spend about an hour with each of you separately. Sometimes a little more, sometimes a little less, depending on what you need. But why do we do this? Because there are things you need to say that you can't say in front of your partner yet. There is the stuff you're carrying, old wounds, fears, shame, that needs space to come out first. No big six secrets, no infidelity, no abuse, nothing like that. But things that you've been protecting your partner from, and you haven't been able to talk to anybody. And maybe you are terrified you are not good enough. Maybe you feel completely invisible. Maybe you are scared this is never going to get better. I need to hear that. I need to understand your side of the story. And honestly, sometimes your partner needs not to be in the room for that part. Not because we're keeping secrets again, but because you need room to breathe and to be honest without worrying about how they're going to react. So we do their individual sessions, then we come back together for the rest of the day. We keep working, we take breaks, bio breaks, stretch breaks as needed. And by the end of the day, you are going to feel tired, emotionally wrung out, but also clearer. Like you really understand what's been happening. Then we recap with what we've learned, and then we prepare for day two. And day two is where things really start to shift. We usually spend the whole day together as a couple, going deeper and deeper into that cycle, into those patterns that we uncovered on day one. We work on new ways of reaching for each other. We practice having those hard conversations in a way that actually brings you closer instead of pushing you guys apart. But here is the thing. Sometimes I need more time with you individually on day two as well. If there is trauma we need to process, or if there is one of you really struggling with something specific, we'll break up again. I'm not rigid about the schedule here. It's just you and me, and then we go and do what we need to do. I'm following what you need. And some couples need more individual time. Some couples need less. I adjust based on what's going on to help you the most. Now, here's what happens at the end of day two that's really different from traditional therapy. We schedule all your follow-up sessions right there on the calendar. Not call me when you're ready, not let's see how you feel in a few weeks. We sit down together and we book your monthly intensives, usually for about 6 months out. And I can see some of you right now thinking, wait, what? A whole year? Really? 6 months? Really? Yes, 6 months. And it takes, usually, generally speaking, a whole year. And I get it. You want this fixed fast. I want that for you as well. And you want to do an intensive and be done. But here is the thing most people understand when I explain it this way. It doesn't take 10 minutes. Sorry, my light. It doesn't take 10 minutes to walk out of the forest if it took you 10 years to walk in. Think about it. You didn't get here overnight. These patterns, they've been building for years, maybe decades. Some of this stuff goes back to your childhood. You can't undo all of that in 48 hours and expect it to stick. The 2-day intensive is the breakthrough. That's where we jumpstart everything. That's where you finally see what's possible. But the monthly sessions, that's where we make sure it lasts. Why? Because without the follow-up, it's too easy to slip back into the old patterns. Life is busy. The kids start acting up. Work gets stressful, and suddenly you're right back where you started. But when we have these monthly sessions on the calendar, you are committing to the process. You're saying, we're not just doing a 1 day off thing and thinking and hoping that it's gonna all be fixed. We're actually going to do the work, and we are committed to real work. And these monthly sessions, they're full day intensives too. We check in on how things have been going between you two, or whatever else come up. We go deeper and building on what we have learned. Some couples, most couples, I would say, need about 12 months of follow-up sessions. Some need a little bit less if they came in already somewhat de-escalated. Some need more if things were really rough. But we don't leave it up in the air. We map it out together. So that's what you're signing up for when you book an intensive with me. 2 full days of deep focused work, individual sessions when you need them, and a clear plan for the months ahead so you're not doing this alone. This isn't a quick fix, but it's a hell of a lot faster than spending years in weekly therapy, talking in circles, never really getting to the core of what's keeping you stuck. If you're ready for that level of commitment, if you're ready to actually do the hard work and come out the other side, book your consultation call with me. Let's do this together. I can't wait to meet you.